Welcome to the Internet Tools session for January 2026. And this is Cheryl Levy, and I'm coming from the International Institute of Genealogical Studies, found at genealogicalstudies.com. Okay, and so we have these sessions, and we're calling them group mentoring sessions now. And so for the Internet Tools, we have them monthly, and it's based partly on these four courses that are using the internet. And that's one of the things, if you're taking online courses with us, you have to know how to use the internet. And so that is one of the basic courses. But it also includes connecting with family online and virtually, Google for the wise genealogist, and social media for the wise genealogist. And so when we do our sessions, we kind of see how all of these are going to work for what we're presenting. And so one of the courses is connecting with family. And of course, as genealogists and researchers, we want to be doing that. And it is a great tool to be able to connect with family when you don't live in the same area. And today it is so much easier to stay in contact. And I have found many of my cousins and relatives online. Okay. And we also need to know how to use Google, and people say, ask a question and then you Google it, even if you're using a different search engine. But Google has a lot of different products. And if you have a Gmail account, that's a Google product, and they are free. And so knowing how to use them is a benefit to all of us. And then there's social media. And even this week, I hear people, oh, social media, you got to get off of that, da, da, da. But I have things on my social media that I want to see. I have connections to organizations. And when I scroll through my feed, I'm reading things about research and genealogy and um, heroes during the Second World War and all kinds of things, the updates in DNA. And so it's how you use that social media for genealogy that is going to help you with your research. Okay, and then using the internet. And the internet, I remember doing the DOS course where this is a
Mhm.
window and this is the X where you close out of the window and this is the code you put in. And, that seems so funny now. But we all have to start somewheres. And as it has grown, and if you've been on it for a long time, you've grown with it. But if you haven't been on it, there's a lot of things that, and even now as it keeps growing, there's things that I don't know. There's a learning curve to everything, and so we do have to pick where we put our focus. And as genealogists, we want to be focusing on the internet skills that are going to help us with our research. And one of those things is knowing where to find information. And we don't always want to pay for it. As genealogists, we
Mhm.
try to be very frugal and spend our dollars wisely. You're going to have certain subscriptions that you want to have, memberships that's going to help you. But we also need to know those free sites that people are putting up information that is going to be very, very helpful to us. But it doesn't help us if we don't know where it is or how to get to it. And so that's why I'm going to share some free sites with you today. And so this is one that should be on everybody's list is conferencekeeper.org. And Conference Keeper has so much. It's grown so much. And I did a recording a while back about uh, exploring these buttons. Usually when I go in here, I go to the same button all the time, virtual events. But there's so many other things. And so go through and check out the other buttons, see what there is. There's all kinds of information in there where people are posting because there is an audience that's going to read it, right? And so Conference Keeper is free. And if you subscribe to their email, it comes every Sunday, I think, Saturday. I think it's Saturday. It comes in your mailbox. Click on the link and see all the webinars that are coming up. And some are free and some are not. And I'm going to show you that. Okay, so got a little ahead of myself. So there, if you scroll down, there is a button to subscribe. And every week and only once a week, she'll send you an email that you can go in and then check the webinars that are coming up, or events, or conferences, workshops. There's a lot of things that she has. Anything that people have submitted, then it is in there, and it's all free. And their mission is to help individuals increase their knowledge, skills, and enjoying genealogical research with all different. And so, even for organizations, if you are with a genealogy society or historical society or whatever, are they posting their events on Conference Keeper? Because you will increase your attendees if you post it there, because then they're going to see your topic and want to come and check you out. Okay, and so that is for the virtual events, and that's that button. I'm just going to go back one more. So if you click right here, virtual events calendar, it'll take you to this one that will show you all the virtual events. And then you can just go through them, and it will say if it's free, if there's a cost. Some webinars have a cost, and it'll have a $ in brackets, meaning that it's not free. Some things have the description and the link right there. Other ones you have to click to their website and then go and see what the events are. But check them out. And because one of my favorite ones is in Florida. They have awesome webinars. They're very, very well done. They have recordings for about a month for free that you can watch. And I don't have any research in Florida, but they have topics that I'm interested in. So just because something is in a different place, a different state, country, um, don't dismiss it. It could have a topic that you may be interested in. And so, and then I think that was Facebook. Okay, so also they have social media. And so go check out either on the page, scroll down and click on the Facebook or X or Instagram or whichever you want on a website. But this is their Facebook, the header, and they will post things there and bring to your attention events that you can sign up for. So follow them on Facebook, and you can see I am following them. And then that's what's coming up in your Facebook. And then this one is a group. So the difference between a page and a group. A page is public, it's promoting their events. A group is where you can go in and you can talk with each other and share things in there or ask questions. And so being part of their page and their group is a good idea on your social media. Okay, another free event that I like to attend is the Scottish Indexes Conference, and it runs about every 3 months. And the next one is coming up this month in January, the 31st, and these are always free. And what's cool about these ones is they run it twice. So I am in the Eastern time zone. For here, the first ones start at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is, for there, it's convenient for them, but for me, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But what they do is they have their list of people presenting, and then they record them and then they do them again. And so it actually runs until 6 o'clock at night. So the ones that when it starts again is around 10 o'clock. So really, I'm only attending it from 10 until 6, but other people are doing it from their time zone, which would be ridiculously early on the West Coast. But it gives you a chance to attend. And what they do is they record the first one and then there's question period afterwards. So when they show the recording the second time around on the same day, those speakers come back and answer questions live when after their recording, and it is free. It started, I think, with the beginning of COVID, and they offered this online when everything was closed, and they just kept going because it's so popular. And so, as you can see, you do need to register. It'll show you the presenters, and you get a handout. And so if I go, so this one coming up the end of January, it gives you a list of the presenters. And some of these are for specific regions in Scotland. It is a Scottish theme, or it is the Scottish indexes, but it's which is a website and they do projects. And so, but they're presenters. How did my Scottish ancestors get married? Well, that could apply to any of us who have Scottish ancestors who want to do that. Um, this one is Edinburgh Public Dispensary Patients and Doctors. Well, what was medical practices at different times? This is going to highlight on what was happening in Edinburgh, but it could apply to us. It's more learning. Scottish church records, Crofter ancestors and the Crofters Commission records, Scottish burial records, where to locate them. And so they always have topics that are very Scottish oriented, but can be applicable. So I always try and go there. The one thing is they are recorded to play again, but then you can't go and find them afterwards. It's during that day. But they do put out an awesome handout with lots of links and links to the websites of the presenters. And sometimes there will be handouts attached to that, but mostly you need to attend it when it's live. They also have a Facebook group, and this is for the group, so you can join in there. And just before a conference, they're going to be promoting who's speaking. So these are just two of the speakers that are coming up the end of January. One is Alison Spring, who has done some of our Scottish in the past. And so if you have attended any of her sessions, she is one of the speakers. And also, she is speaking. There's a speaker from Strathclyde Institute for Genealogical Studies. She's one of the speakers and is speaking about the Scottish ancestors getting married. So that is one that you want to check out. Okay, so another free website, and this one is for United Kingdom. It's called Free UK Genealogy. And I don't know if you've heard of this before. It used to be just one, but now they have three parts to it. And so it is all under here. And these are the three. Free BMD. BMD stands for birth, marriage, death. Free reg, which is free registration, and a census data. It's about parish registers. And then the free SEN, oh, I've got them mixed up there, don't I? Sorry about that. And then the free SEN is for the census record. I put them in the wrong space. So those two should be switched. Okay, so it's free. And what they're doing is they're going through the free indexes. They're going through manually with volunteers to input into these databases so that you can go there. So you're not going to find original records, but you're going to find a clue and a pathway. So if you know that somebody got married or is born, then and you go there, you can get a date range because the registrations were in quarters in the UK. They were first quarter, second quarter, third, and fourth, and so you get a range. It's just a helpful site and it's free. And if you go further on their page, they tell you what's in each one of those databases. Okay. And so it's freeukgenealogy.org.uk. Okay, and then when you click on each one, so this is the one, the database for searching parish registers. And so it's like an index, but you can see if they're in there. And if you do all counties, you may not know what county they're in, then you can check out the surnames in that county, or you can go down and choose a specific county. You could put in just a surname and see how many people, of that surname are in a certain county, or there's lots of ways that you can search this, and you can search by the record type. And so this one is freereg.org.uk. And then the same for the census records. It's just like an index to who's on those census records. And maybe you don't have a subscription to Ancestry or to Find My Past to access those. This could be a quick way to search through those with this index. And sometimes people show up differently in indexes with different companies, depends on how they're inputted and what fields. And then this is the free BMD site, which was the original one. But what's cool about this is they are upgrading. But when you put in free BMD, which is birth, marriage, death, .org.uk, you still come to this old website. You have to scroll down. You can search from here and go right into it, but you can scroll down and you find this little button here. Visit the new free BMD. And when you click on that one, you'll, oh, sorry, this was the search one. But if you go down and click, then you will get to the new one. Whoops, I didn't put it in. Okay. But there is a new site that's updated. So they are also on Facebook. And so this is their Facebook page. And they also post things. And that's how I saw that they were updating the new free BMD site, is because I'm in their Facebook. It was on the feed, and then I went to check it out, and I found that you had to scroll down to this little button, and then here's the new one that's like the other one. That's a lot easier to search on, but it's freebmd2, number 2, .org.uk. And so that's how you get to the new one. The other one is the original one before they started adding the other sites. And so that's all under UK, free UK genealogy. Okay, sticking with the UK and Scotland, this is a free site. It's called Genuki, GEN for genealogy, UK for United Kingdom, and Ireland. So it's Genuki. And this is an awesome free website. And so it's just genuki.org.uk. And when you come to this main page, there's lots of things you can click on. But the first thing you should always do is click to see what is there before you just go off clicking all the links. And so if you click that, it'll show you how it is organized on this website, and how you can do it very general, or you can drill down into the different areas. So this just helps you to understand how it's organized on the site. If you click in the middle here on this logo, it will bring you out into a map here. If you click on this part for Scotland, it'll take you, or you can click here. So there's always multiple ways. that you can get somewhere. Also on the front page, you can just click Scotland and go in. And so then it goes a next level down, gives you a little map of Scotland. You can click on any one of these counties to get to where, or you can go right out here. And if from this page, the Scotland page, you clicked on one of these, it would give you general for Scotland. When you click on a county, it'll take you to that county and then just show you those topics from that county. And so scroll down and read, always read what's on the page. But then if you click one of these, then it will show you. So if you scroll down, you get all the counties. So then you can either click on the map or you can go here and click because maybe you don't know where that county is in Scotland. And you can click directly on here. I just picked one and went to it. And then it'll give you all of the different topics that they have. And they have links to actual databases, to genealogy societies who have transcribed church records and parish records and put them online on their website. They all have links to all of these things. It's a great website. You can search Januki directly there, and it gives you suggestions on how to search and how to do the best way to search their site. So read this page, and it's just on the help page. Search Januki right from the main page, and you keep reading down and reading down. It tells you how to refine your searches and how to do that. But then if you click here, more detailed search, it'll give you go into even more advanced searching and how to use the advanced search features. Um, I just picked a topic. I picked gazetteer. And so if I click there, there's a gazetteer button on each one of the levels. But if you just click it on the main level, you can search here and look for places. Maybe you found a record where your ancestor is born in a place in Scotland, but it doesn't tell you what county, or you have no idea where this place is. You can put it in here and then you will find it. So again, if I clicked on Scotland, right at the very top of every page, if you scroll down under the map, it will give you the entry from the gazetteer about that place. So this is very general about Scotland. If I was into one of the counties or even into a place like a town, it'll give you that little gazetteer details on each one of those. Okay, so they also have a Facebook page. And so you can go and follow there. And these are just some examples of posts that were on the Facebook page letting you know, hey, we've updated the Devon records. Here are all the new additions for Devon. There was another post, County Cork. We're pleased that we have overhauled all our pages covering County Cork with a website. So being on these sites in social media, you will get announcements of what's been updated, what is new, what is changing, and notice of, different events. And so this is how you use Facebook to help you in your research by following organizations. Okay, I also wanted to talk about Roots Tech because that's coming up soon, and a lot of people are planning for that. Angie will be there with a booth, and so if you are at Roots Tech in Salt Lake City, it is March the 5th to the 7th, and you want to go and visit Angie at the booth. And our own Morrig Pierce, who is for our Scottish director of our Scottish studies, she will be there as one of the speakers as well. But don't forget, if you are going to Roots Tech, to visit Angie at the booth. Okay, so you can register. Of course, if you're going there, you need to be registered, but you can also register and go online. So there, you can't see all of them, You can't see all of the presentations, but they have a really good list, which they have already posted their schedule that you can watch at home. And so block off those days and go into the schedule and make a list of the things that you want to watch. And especially the keynote speakers is always really interesting. And so registration online is free and there's over 200 sessions to pick from, so you'll surely find something. And then you can actually make a list, and then you go in there, and everything is there. And if it is recorded, some are recorded for later, some you have to watch live. So just make sure when you're doing that which ones you are looking for. So it is the schedule is there, and then you just click which ones you want to see, and then it'll give it to you. And you go in there, it saves because you've signed in with your Family Search account, and it saves your calendar so you can go in and watch them when they are playing. Okay. If you want to find a little bit more about the schedule, blogs is a great place to go to find out what people are writing about the upcoming Roots Tech. And here is Randy Seaver, and his blog is a really good one. If you're not following it, you should be. It's called Genia Musings, and he's got a post on the new conference schedule released and how to register and all of that. And they post during the conference too. Blogs will write about what they're going. If you want to get a taste of what it's like, you can go to the library. So it's right on the main page that you can go and browse their library because they keep some of those recordings to watch later, and you can watch them from other years. And then you can search the on-demand library by topic. Okay. And the other thing I wanted to say, and that they don't have it up there, but once we get closer to the conference, there will be a section for the expo hall, or vendors. I'm not sure what they call it, but you can go in there, and all the vendors that have booths have a online booth, and so the institute will have one. If they're running a special for Roots Tech, it'll be in there. But check out other ones. I always like to check like Family Tree Maker, or different companies, different My Heritage. They always have a promotion, a lot of times discounts, but a lot of times tutorials will be in there in the expo hall section of the website, which is, of course, them promoting their products, but also explaining and having free tutorials about it. And so that's a good place, especially if they're releasing a new feature. A lot of times they'll wait till Roots Tech and release a new feature on their websites, or something, a new product or whatever. And so that's a good place to go and look for information. Excuse me. So that is what I had for you today. And it was looking at the internet. The next one next month, look on the student calendar and see when it is scheduled for next month. And speaking of that, if you've missed any virtual meetings, you can go to the calendar after it's done, maybe wait a week or so. The recording will be there. And so you can go back and listen to past recordings. And so I just wanted to say that our sister site is the genealogystore.com. And a new product that we have for 2026 is our adulting planner. So, we have planners, and you have one for work, and you have one for genealogy, and you have one, for the kids' events and everything. This is everything together in one place. And so it has lots of room on the pages. I got mine in the mail the other day, and you can put everything in the same place in the planner so that you can get through the store. You can also download a copy of the course catalog and or get it sent to you in paper version if you wish, but you can download that right from the genealogystore.com. Okay, and also look at our calendar for news and announcements because that's where you find what is new. And you can or get the catalog that way as well and directly download it without going to the store right from our website. Okay, the last thing I want to say is that we're having graduation coming up next week. On the 22nd of January, we have students graduating with our certificate programs, meaning that they have finished their courses of 40 courses or more. And join us if you can. The link is on the calendar. Otherwise, the recording will be put up on our YouTube channel to watch later and celebrate our graduates. And check out our YouTube channel because we have lots of videos that we are adding to that and see what we're doing. Okay, these are the websites that are connected with the Institute where you can order courses, look and see what certificates we offer. There's 14 certificates now. And we have a blog, Facebook, X or Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. But also check out our Genealogy Social website. That's our social network. It's only genealogy in there, and it's only, you have to be approved to get in there. But in there, we have groups where people are searching certain surnames or topics or regions. And we also have a blog, and you can make a blog in there as well. So check out genealogysocial.com. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. And this has been the Internet Tools group mentoring session. And I am Cheryl Levy, and this was hosted by the International Institute of Genealogical Studies, found at genealogicalstudies.org.